You think you got away with the PPP loan scam? Nigga, they gave you the money because they knew you was gonna finesse. What you think that there was an accident? You got a dog. This loan money. That was the biggest finesse and the biggest catchphrase that I ever seen in my life. You niggas was up there, yeah, nigga, I own a business. Dog, I can't even go to the bank and open up a business bank account without them being able to go online and verify whether or not my LLC is real. Payroll taxes. You don't think that they know what the fuck is going on when you was applying for that shit? It's gonna be a long night. We got work to do, but I'm gonna cook tonight. And then you got these feminine men. Then you got these feminine men. And I couldn't believe my ears last night. I couldn't believe my ears last night. I had men that were trying to convince me to forego the very thing that we've been fighting for as men, not as an individual, but as men. We've been fighting for as black people, as men, as a community. It's the very idea behind diversity, equity, and inclusion in the black movement and the NAACP and every black organization that has ever existed since the beginning of time. You've been fighting for due process, the opportunity to be treated, tried, given an opportunity to defend yourself. And I had these feminine men calling me last night, trying to convince me that we need to make sure that we convict people in the court of public opinion. You niggas been on TikTok too long. You've been under your chick too long. Looking for validation from these women for too long. Shucking and jiving for these women for too long. Pull your skirt up, nigga. Don't you know it ain't no one man above a group? I'm not in the same situation. I'm not under duress. I ain't got to deal with child support. I'm not dealing with racism. I'm not dealing with some of the same things that men across the board every single day. If you actually did some research and you looked up what was the Innocence Project and how it's affecting men of all ages, all creeds, mostly black men, I think you would change your mind and your perspective about what it is that we're really advocating for. Because there's so many people that is persecuted, prosecuted, and thrown under the jail. And again, if somebody is guilty, then they guilty. But the one thing that I'm not going to do is skip over due process. I can't skip over the possibility that you're not wrong. And then somebody told me yesterday, and it was funny, because they said this to me yesterday. They said, Anton, well, what about reputation? Because your reputation precedes you. And if everybody said, listen, I could slap that nigga, him, her, and your baby. But if John over here see me slap them and they never said nothing, and I never touched John, but John felt like it was an opportunity for him to do a cash grab because he seen my bank account, and John said Anton slapped him, I don't give a fuck about all of these other motherfuckers. They didn't accuse me. John did. I didn't slap John. So I don't give a fuck about what you think I did based off of what you seen me do to other people. Did I slap John or no? I didn't touch that nigga. And so you're not going to convict me for slapping John because John is a liar. In the same way that Lil Rod is out here, we don't even fucking know who Lil Rod is. Asking for $30 million. And now we can substantiate his argument based off of what? Because Diddy was having freak offs. I don't give a fuck about they freak offs. Nigga, John is wrong. He's wrong. 10 times out of 10, he's wrong because I never touched him. I never touched John. Ever. And so just because he accused me and just because I got a reputation for beating your ass, don't mean that I touched John because John is a liar. And due process says that John needs to be thrown under the jail for lying on me. I get it though. I get it. Because you want to be a part of the crew. And ain't none of you niggas ever had a backbone to stand on your own and think for yourself in the first place. And that's why you looking for somebody to validate you. You're not looking to be a free thinker. It makes you uncomfortable that we sitting here and even having this conversation and I may have a difference of opinion than you because I'm not on code. But it ain't no code because y'all change the code whenever it's convenient for you depending on whether you like this person. Listen, you like me today, you hate me tomorrow. Half of you niggas is in here hate watching. You like me today, you hate me tomorrow. It doesn't even matter. Nigga, since you was born, since you was a toddler, you always tried to fit in. You never had a thought for yourself. And that's why you can't fathom the idea that somebody can stand on their own and stand on their own 2 feet and be willing to go down with the ship because of what they believe in. You never stood on your own. You would sell your own homeboy out. You already did it. I see people snitching on the first 48 every single day. Every single day. You will sell out anybody just to be liked. I see y'all niggas hating and dirty macking on women on the internet. And y'all have never even seen. Yo. I see people literally throwing other people under the bus to try to get some likes, to try to get some pussy. Y'all want to be liked so bad. Yo, I remember back when I was on the Lapeef network, right? And it was a guy, and he had came up on the panel, and I wound up kicking him off or whatever like that. And he formed a crew. It was the same thing that they doing to Drake today. Drake is Thanos, and so everybody else is the Avengers, and they trying to take him down, right? Because now Drake has the most power, and so people feel a certain type of way about it. And I kicked him off the platform, and so all of the other people that I've ever kicked off the platform or I destroyed, even people that I was paying, right, people that was making money, they all formed with the person and they all navigated to him. And so whoever the most recent person that I vanquished, they started to form a super group until they all started hating each other. Anybody that was an early watcher, you remember that Michael Mitchell?